for students from all over the world. These are special instructions for students from Canada and the US. You have to submit a few additional materials, your CV, and it's pretty clear how a CV should look like. We don't need a picture on the CV nor on the application form. You also have to submit a project proposal, and that's something you should consult with your fellowship advisors, your professors with, to see whether, you know, it's a good proposal. Very important for us is that you stress that the stay in Germany is essential, not just for your studies, but for your future career, be it in academics or be it somewhere in a professional field. So you may want to show that you can't do at your current US or Canadian school what you could be doing at a particular German university, or that a professor in Germany is truly an expert in that field, for example. We also ask for letters of recommendation. I believe for the study scholarship it's 3 letters of recommendation. I think for the undergraduate scholarship it's only 2 letters of recommendation. Again, these details are listed on our website. If you are from French Canada, you may submit a French letter of recommendation if your recommender feels that they can you know, write better in French. In general, we prefer to have those in English only, not in German, please. We have a form online, but we don't necessarily need this form. We can just do with regular letters by professors on letterhead. We prefer to get the appropriate amount of copies, but sometimes the recommenders don't make the copies and just send us 1 sealed copy. That's fine. We will make those copies here. However, if you can obtain the 4 copies of the recommendation letters, we would appreciate it. It saves us a lot of time and effort here. And for students applying for the undergraduate scholarship especially, we do recommend that you try to get recommendations from professors only, not teaching assistants. So the title should be assistant professor, associate professor, or full professor. If you have not been taught by a full professor, maybe you can get a TA to write the recommendation and the professor to co-sign, or you can make an appointment with a professor in your department and tell them about your plans. But the higher up in the hierarchy the person is writing the letter for you, the better it is for your application. And we would prefer to see people in different departments writing those letters, not 2 letters from somebody in the German department, for example. The undergraduate scholarship requires a letter of acceptance, which means you must have accepted into a study abroad program. However, our deadline is January 31st. You may not have that letter yet, but you can obtain a certification, a confirmation letter by your university that you are applying for a study abroad program. If you are doing an internship, be it at a company or in a lab, we need an invitation letter. If you are studying in Germany independently, you need to include a letter of invitation by the German international office or the professor that you want to work with. Or last not least, if you're doing a research project, maybe working towards an honors thesis, you can include a letter by a professor who is your mentor at your own university. This should be a different professor than the recommendation letter is coming from. Any questions about the undergraduate scholarship, please contact me directly. My email is Schenkel, S-C-H-E-N-K-L @dad.org. Now, people who are going to apply for the study scholarship definitely need to get an invitation from Germany. Make sure you do establish this contact early on. For those of you who are applying for the November 15th deadline, I hope you have that contact already because the deadline is sneaking up pretty soon. The undergraduates do need a form. This is something you can download from our website as well. That's called the Statement of Support and Credit Eligibility. Now, that means we want to know that you're not just going to Germany and traveling around with the AAD funding, which is funding money that's coming from the German taxpayer. So we want you to study in Germany and not travel to Austria for skiing or whatnot. So we want your school to confirm that they are looking at your work and that they are willing to give you credit for it. In principle, meaning if you haven't gotten a particular grade or whatnot, maybe you're not getting the credit, but they're willing to look at the eligibility of these courses. Again, the link is listed right here where you can download that form. Transcripts. Please send all of your transcripts after high school. We do not need high school transcripts unless you have been accepted and you're applying to a German university. In that case, we will let you know. So if you're just applying for our scholarships, all we need is your regular college transcripts. We would like to have 1 original and 3 copies. And I think our latest stand on this is feel free to open the original one and make the 3 copies. This would save you some money instead of opening up, instead of ordering for separate transcripts. The language certificate, that's also part of all of our scholarship applications, except for faculty, and it can be found on our website. It has to be filled out by somebody at the German department of your school. And even, we always get these questions, I don't know any German whatsoever, but I'm planning to learn. Please submit the form and just let us know you don't have any current knowledge, but we do need to have this form on file. Thank you. How much German do you actually need for the scholarships? Well, that does depend on your particular project. If you're studying philosophy, if you're reading in the original or old historical documents in the original, your German should be quite good. If you're working in a research lab in biology, for example, you may not need as much German as someone studying philosophy. So, previous knowledge not required. But you should remember that in day-to-day interactions in Germany, it's nice to show the Germans that you're trying and that you know at least a little bit to order your Brötchen in the morning at the bakery and get your beer at the pub. So now you're ready to send everything in to our office.